Hey, you guys, thanks so much for coming on tonight. I'm really excited. If you have not been on these calls, I'm Rachel Gallagher, and I have been doing Plexus for about 8 years. I should probably do the math, 8 years or so since 2015. So, yeah, 8 years. And really, I started the products just because I felt like crap and needed energy. But the business part of it has really turned into a passion of mine. And saying the word business, don't get scared off. I just mean making extra income, whether that looks like $100 to you or $1,000 to you. And I really think my passion came from because I was so poor growing up. I mean, I feel like so many people were, and now they weren't. I think it's because we didn't have credit cards back then. But I feel like where I have really thought about like why have I gotten this like such passion to help people with finances? And one, I think it's just because I love people, but two, it's because I think coming from where we are and then were when we were kids and then seeing how I have 8 siblings, we've all been because my parents instilled really great work ethic in us, have been able to build great businesses and just to see kind of where we came from and where we've been able to go just by being entrepreneurs and not just accepting that the 9 to 5 grind is everything, that you have to miss all your kids' stuff, that you have to be rushed, that you have to be in the morning, like everyone's mad at each other by the time they get to work and school because it was such a rush. I have 3 little kids, a 3-year-old, a 2-year-old, and then a baby. And even rushing them off to like Mother's Day out. My husband works out of town Monday through Friday. So even doing that, like and it doesn't even start till 8:30. I was always late. Like I always tried, and no matter how early I got up, it was hard. So I can't even imagine having to work a full-time job because I used to teach, but I stay at home in duplexes now. But I can't even imagine having to get up, get my kids ready, rush them out the door, get to work on time, me be dressed. Like I looked a hot mess every time I dropped my kids off at Mother's Day out. So for those of you that are doing that, kudos. Like y'all are just saints in my eyes. But also tonight, we're just going to open your eyes a little bit to what Plexus could be for you for extra income. I think some people think whenever people are like, "Hey, you should use your referral link and make money," that you need to quit your job to do it, and that's not the case at all. It could do something like give you $100 for your groceries. It could do something like pay for your gas. It could do something like pay for your car note. It could do something like pay for your kid to play 2 sports instead of one, or play club ball instead of um, just uh I'm like blinking out just sports in school. There we go. I'm like, what is that word? But it can really provide whatever you want it to provide. So I'm really excited to have some friends of mine come on and share just how they got started with Plexus and how what the Plexus income opportunity has been able to do to them and really just how simple it is. And even you just want to get your products covered so that's not a stress because you feel good on the products. They're going to share about how to do that. So stay tuned till the end too, because we are going to do the drawing for the groceries, which I'm really excited about. Shout out to Marissa for this idea. I thought that was so fun. One of Marissa McMillan, she's on here. She's the one that's going to do the drawing. Sorry, y'all, my fake eyelashes are itching. She's my glue. She's the one that's going to be doing the drawing. But she's the one that was like, we should bless them with some groceries. And I just love her heart for people and her heart for that because such a good idea because they're so dang expensive now. Okay, let me open up this PowerPoint really quickly. I'm gonna share my screen with y'all. Okay. Let me see. Danielle, can you see mine? You're the one that's on my screen, Danielle Lacey. Can you see it? Okay, cool. Thank you. Sometimes it shows the PowerPoint, sometimes it does not. And to be honest, I'm not sure why. Okay, so why Plexus Why Now? Hosted by me, Rachel Gallagher. This is just me. I basically already told y'all my story, but this is actually after my third baby. So I've been on the products for, like I said, a long time now, 8 years. And I've had 3 babies back to back, all on Plexus. And this was my most recent. He is now 9 months old. So this is postpartum with him. And then this was, I don't know, a couple months ago or so. So I kind of already told y'all this. Let me go on to the next one. So I am going to introduce Jane. I met her one time, actually 2 times now. We realized that we went to the movies together a long time ago. But I really got to sit and chat with her at dinner, and she was sharing her story, and I was just blown away by it. So I'm excited for y'all to hear why Plex is for her, why she got started, and then what it looks like for her, and kind of her goals and what she wants to do with it. So Jane, go ahead, my friend.
Okay. Hey, guy, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Hey guys, Jane Morrison. I am a 37-year-old loving follower of Jesus, wife, and mama to two kiddos. Extremely busy with that. I started Plexus. I've been on Plexus since September, and that timing is really special to me because
Let's go in your bed.
okay, because I had lost my job back in February, and I was really devastated by that. And there were a few months that had passed, and I wasn't ready to look in the mirror and face what had happened to me. And by that, I mean, I worked in a very, very high stress job, and I had allowed very, very abnormal behaviors and feelings to be normalized. I had gained roughly 70 pounds. I had to get on anxiety medication. I was pre-diabetic. And in that January before I lost my job, I had my doctor tell me, if you don't get your health in check, you're going to have a heart attack by the time you're 36. And I was like, what? Like, no way. And so anyway, I lost my job in February, didn't want to do anything about it for several months just because I just was in a bad spot. And then the weekend of September 10th, I got baptized alongside my son, and I laid my health and wellness at Jesus's feet and was just like, you know what, Lord, show me what to do. Whatever you tell me to do, I'm going to do it because I'm done. I have tried every diet. I had put my body through crazy extremes. I just treated my body like trash, y'all, and I needed something different. And so I committed to nourish and care for my body. And the craziest thing is that weekend, my sweet friend Jill, who was out of the country, like hadn't talked to me, just said, "Hey, I was thinking about you. Like, is everything okay with you?" And I was like, "Jill, I'm done. Yes, like you get my yes. Get me going on products. I'm going to take them consistently. You're going to lock arms with me because I cannot fail. Like, I have got to do something different." And so fast forward to now, y'all, I've lost right at 35 pounds. I'm no longer pre-diabetic. I'm not downing Dr. Pepper Zero, Coke Zero, and then stuffing my face with sugar at night. And it's just been incredible. Like, I feel so good, and I'm so thankful for, transitioning to a holistic lifestyle change as much as I can. And so I'm not just taking products and eating like crap. I'm not just taking products and not moving my body. It's all of it combined to where you are in step with the way that we're supposed to treat our bodies and the way we're supposed to care for them. And I'm just so grateful that Plexus aligns with that for me, because I don't have to worry about ingredients and crazy stuff like that, because I know I'm doing what's good for my body. And I felt so good afterward, and not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. And I can't help but share. So that's why I have taken advantage of the referral program, because this is an incredible opportunity. And it's an opportunity not to just change your well-being, but to influence and help change the well-being of others. And it is more blessed to give than to receive. So when you give people an opportunity to change their life and to lock arms with them, then you receive a blessing in return. And so I just encourage you to look at it that way, because it can be life-changing.
Thank you so much, Jane. Oh,
yeah.
There you go. I got it. Yeah. I was, y'all see, look, if I can do this, anyone can. I'm like, saw this feature where you could pin someone. I was trying to make sure y'all could see Jane. And I was like,
well, and y'all like, here's not for me. Like, I can't do this. Like, oh, sure, they can. Because we've all had those thoughts. Like, y'all, I'm sitting in my bathroom right now having this conversation because it's the AFC, NFC, something football championship. And my husband's a diehard 49ers fan. But here I am. Like, you can do it too.
Absolutely. And I'm in my laundry room. Okay. Thank you so much, y'all. And look at this picture. I'm like, holy freaking crap. Can you even believe that? And what I love is, like, weight loss aside, My friend sent me a reel the other day and it was like, she's on here actually, and it was so good. It was like, because we committed to like working out and moving our bodies and stuff. And it was like, if you are working out or taking products or, eating healthy for the goal being weight loss, you're going to fail. But if you have the mindset of, like Jane said, no, I'm showing up to be a better mom, to be a better wife, to be a better this, you're not going to quit whenever you miss a day of your products, or you're not going to quit when the scale isn't moving, because you have a bigger vision than just weight loss. Because let me tell you this, I've never, I can't remember one time where I saw someone in a bikini that was overweight and me remember their face right now. People don't care in the reality of things what you look like, but your family and the people that are directly impacted by you care about how you feel and that you're happy. And just look at Jane, like in the picture on the left, you can tell she's like not feeling her best. And now look at her, she's glowing. So thank you so much for Jane for sharing that. Okay. Next up, we have a Lucy. She's cute as can be. She is a teacher. I was a teacher too, so I have a big heart for teachers. And she is doing awesome. She is feeling good. And what I love about Lucy is a lot of times people can think that Plexus is just for weight loss, but it's actually so much more. Lucy already had knew that. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to catch people as they come in. Okay, there we go. It was already important to her to move her body, take care of herself. So she added in Plexus, and she'll tell you in a little bit, on top of, to help in addition to what she already had going on with her health. So this is truly for everyone. So I'm going to flip it over to Lucy now, and she's going to share with y'all a little bit about her Plexus story, and then we'll talk about your referral link. So Lucy, you can go ahead and unmute yourself, and I will try and pin you so that everyone can see you.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Go
Okay.
for it.
Hi, everybody. So my name is Lucy. I am 42 years old. I have 4 children. I am a middle school Spanish teacher. So throughout my life, I've always been the type to kind of like always want to be fit, always want to be healthy. But of course, with life just happens and we tend to get off track sometimes. But one thing that I really suffered with was my anxiety. And for the longest time, I had anxiety for the last 9 years, and I didn't know what to do about it. I did go to my doctor, and my doctor did prescribe some medication. I went through so many medications trying to find the right one that would work for myself. But it seemed like nothing, it was just kind of like temporary, nothing actually like worked. Like, you know, to help like in an everyday situation, right? So I struggled a lot dealing with that every day of my life. And finally, one day I was at work. This was this last April, and I had got a really bad anxiety attack, and I had to get wheelchaired out of my classroom in front of my students. And I was so embarrassed, but at the same time, I was scared for my life because I didn't like it's just scary when you get a panic attack. And that day was the day that I finally was like, you know what? Okay, Miss Marissa McMillan, I will give in. Okay. Because she had been telling me for the longest time, she was like, this is gonna help, this is gonna help. And of course, like always, like most of us, I was very skeptical about it, right? And I gave in, and I'm here now, almost 9 months that I've been taking it consistently. And I will forever love Plexus because it has changed my life completely. Like I feel so much better. I haven't had a panic attack or anxiety attack. I go to work every day. And I deal with middle school children, so you can just imagine what I go through every day. So I feel a lot better waking up, just, doing my daily grind every day. I have a 10-year-old son who really keeps me busy as well. And I love it because he just keeps me on my toes. But also, I love Plexus because it has really truly been a blessing for me and my family. I started selling the products, I believe it was like in mid-November. And I was kind of iffy about it. I wasn't sure on how to go about it, but I started sharing with my friends, my coworkers, and I started making money. And I was like, okay, I like this, you know? And so I started earning prizes and I was just like, okay, I think I'm in. Like, this is so cool. Like, what other company is going to do this for you? You know? So I've been able to purchase things like groceries. I've been able to pay my phone bill. I even bought me a new Apple Watch recently. I mean, it helps tremendously. And I am just so blessed that I finally took a leap of faith and I believed that this was going to help me. And it has. And I feel like if you're out there and you're kind of like thinking about whether to do it or not, I say go ahead, give it all you've got, like do it because it's amazing. And the products just in general just make you feel so, so good. So
Love that.
I'm so happy that I'm here now.
Thank you, Lucy. Love that. Sorry, I didn't realize I was unmuted. You'll probably hear my baby crying. Thank you so much. I love that so much. Yeah, and like she said, like that was crazy about your panic attack, but it's so true, y'all. My sister had a baby and she had a panic attack and she was explaining it to me and I was like, "Ugh, that is
Yeah,
terrifying." She's like, I
it
legit thought I was dying and I had my like 1-year-old baby in my hand. I was like, dude, that's
is.
like, wow. So
Yeah,
that's so cool that you've been able to get some help with that. Um,
you.
Okay, yeah, thank you so much, Lucy, for sharing. If you don't mind muting yourself, I'm trying to like figure out the mute thing. But what I love though, y'all, is that she's been able to do this in addition to what she's done. So there's a lot of teachers on our team. Um, and because of that, I feel like teachers are very, very good at this because we're used to like putting out fires every day. Like Lucy said, she's like, I'm over here with middle schoolers. Like, what the heck? But we're so used to like putting out fires all day and like are doing a million things at once, having your hands everywhere. So honestly, this just fits in. And if you're someone who's like, I am busy, I'm out. Busy people, so I've been doing this, like I said, for 9 years. Busy people actually do way better at this because busy people typically know how to do a lot and be successful at it versus if you're not super busy, you're like, I can do that later. Like procrastination is, if you're not busy, you can also be really good. But I feel like if the busy is what is scaring you away, a lot of times we can coach you and help find ways to be like, hey, it really only takes, you know, in the beginning, 20 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, just getting the word out there. So it's not something that is going to take, sorry, y'all. There we go. I'm just hitting the mute button. Gonna take a ton of time or commitment. So don't feel like, well, I don't have time for this. My encouragement to you would be just think about, okay, what if I could give this a shot and then I can worry about the time situation and then I can worry out. It's like, don't put the cart before the horse type thing. That's what I was trying to get at. And what Lucy said, I love too, and I wanted to point out was when she said, I was like, okay, Marissa, like, don't we all feel like that? But what I wanted to say was a lot of people, there's a quote that I love that says, people change either because of inspiration or desperation. And most people wait till they're desperate to become inspired. And like, how true is that? Whether it's something as little as like we try to button our pants and they didn't button and we're like pissed and we're like, nothing fits me. Like, especially if you had a baby, you know that. You're like, I hate everything. I want to burn all my clothes. Or if it's like, me, where I came home from a horrible day at work, turned on my light and it didn't turn on because I couldn't pay my electric bill. That is when I feel like I hit like, I'm freaking done. Like, so if anything, just think about where can I change? Or if I started now, what emergency could I prevent in the future by starting now versus waiting till I'm desperate to start something? Okay. So thank you so much, girls or ladies, for sharing. I really appreciate it. Y'all stories were so great. I love hearing everyone's stories. Okay, so why social selling? I put this picture right here just because y'all, this is my life now. Like I am able to stay at home with my little kids, which I never thought would have been possible. I thought I was going to have to be in the classroom forever, and I was just going to have to be the first one to drop my kids off at daycare, the last one to pick them up. Like I just thought that because teachers work freaking hard, and a lot of people think teachers. Lucy can probably attest to this. Well, I know she can. People think that teaching is a great job for parents, but really it's hard because you want to go to your kids' award, but you're at other kids' awards. You want to, go to your parent teacher conference, but you're having parent teacher conferences. So it's just a different, like a double-edged sword. It's awesome and it's so great to support kids, but it's also very challenging because you give to others that you feel like you're almost like your cup is empty. So I never thought that I was going to be able to be the one that was primarily raising my kids. I thought they were just going to have to be in daycare, and it was what it was, and I just had to accept it. But I have been very blessed to be able to have a different story because I did take a chance with Plexus. So why social selling? There's a million different words for social selling. It's just selling stuff. Like there's network marketing, there's direct sales, social selling, call it what it is. It's just there's a compensation plan attached to a product. That's what this is. So why is it beneficial? There's low risk. We don't have to start a store. We don't have to open a storefront. We don't have to buy a bunch of product to sell. We don't have to pay rent to anyone. We don't have to worry about attorneys and people suing us and this and that. Plexus does all that for us. Low financial commitment. It is $9.95 to get a referral link. And then it's on average about 130-ish bucks to get your monthly product. So very low financial commitment. Even if you get like our super big combo, that is like everything you could ever want in products, it ends up being like $4 a day for the products. So that is very, very, very like cost effective, especially because now when you go get a coffee at like Dutch Bros, it's like $7. I'm like, I'm sorry, what exactly are y'all putting in this? But it's very, very low financial commitment. I think sometimes people, though, it's like the 130 kind of hurts when it comes all out at once. But then really, if you're like to add up all your energy drink stops or whatever, Chick-fil-A stops, which I have done that recently because that's my goal, to be better about money this year. I'm like, dang, just spend that much money. So it breaks it up. It's pretty cheap every day. So quality products. Network marketing businesses typically have a lot better products than like buying stuff on the store because it's the company's one thing. Like Plexus does gut health supplements. That's what they do. So they don't have 900 things on their shelves like Walmart then, that are kind of subpar, or they're like, yeah, I mean, that's all right. I'm going to get this. They're like, no, we are doing this one thing and we're going to excel in it. And we're going to do quality products. We're going to do third-party testing. We're going to do all the things. That is Plexus. So not just Plexus, but network marketing companies. They generally have way better products than you can buy on the shelf. And I am partial to Plexus, but they're freaking good, as you can tell from the stories. Portability, meaning you can just bring your business everywhere. Like here, my kids were napping inside. So I brought my computer because I was meeting with my friend, get some stuff set up, and I needed a little stand. So I used my son's little jumper. So really you can work anywhere. I remember as a teacher, I always tell this story, but it was like beautiful outside when I was a teacher. And I swear I was like touching the window. Like, I just want to go outside, but I couldn't because I was like stuck inside all day. So I love that if I want to work outside, I can work outside. If I want to go to a coffee shop, I can. It's just fun. Like for someone like me that doesn't like being in my house all the time, it's fun. No educational requirement. So we take everyone, which is a blessing and a curse sometimes. Just kidding. We take everyone. And that's so awesome about it because it gives people a chance to do something where they may not have a chance. Like I went to school to be a teacher, and it's because I was on, checking my time here. I was on a scholarship for A&M. And so by the time I decided what I wanted to do, which was be an architect, I would have had to add a 5th year of college. And I remember I said I was like broke. My academic scholarship ran out after 4 years. So I was like, nope. And so I went to my advisor and I said, what can I do? And they said, you can be a teacher. I'm like, teacher it is, because I am not about to go into debt for college. So there's no, like, I can't do a lot of things because I don't have, the right requirements for it. So that's what's great about network marketing is, hey, guess what? You can be someone who went straight out of high school to be a stay-at-home mom and do really freaking amazing and make 6 figures in this business with just a little bit of grit. Like you can do whatever you need to do without having a diploma. Learn as you go. So I'm still learning as I go. Like this is something that I always say, you can learn as you earn. You learn as you go, and you can just make a paycheck alongside it. Y'all, the first probably like 6 months, I didn't even know how I was making money. Plexus was just paying me, and I was like, well, I guess I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna spend it. So it's something that you don't have to know the ins and outs. I still am not a huge product person. Science was like my worst subject ever. And obviously, products have like sciencey stuff in it. They're like doing stuff in a lab. So you don't have to know all that. All you can say is like, hey, this is what the products do. Here's the resources from Plexus. Discern, look through it, Google it, GTS, Google that shiz, and figure out if it's something that you want to do or not. But you don't have to be a pro at the products. I can't tell you the ingredients that are in the majority of our products, but I do know, yes, they're all natural. Yes, there's nothing artificial in it. Yes, they're third-party testing. Yes, they do this. And yes, I have a million stories that I can send you of why they work. So you don't have to know everything, guys. We have the resources for you. Residual income, meaning work once, get paid a ton. Our products are monthly. So you're going to get on subscription and you get paid every single month that someone orders. So it's not going to be something like, for instance, makeup. I order makeup from one of my friends, but when I buy my mascara tube from her or my blush or whatever, it lasts me forever because I do work at home. I don't wear makeup a ton. I just don't like it. So I wore makeup to church on Sunday and then like maybe one other time during the week, and that's it. But what's great about our products is they work so well that people are consistent on them. So you're going to get paid like every single month. Plus, you're going to get paid by anything that, anyone that uses your referral link does. Okay. Income potential not capped. Lucy's teacher, I was a teacher. It is capped. Like you can go to Brian ISD website where I taught and look and see what like a teacher 20 years into their career makes. And I did that many times and I was like, oh, ouch, I want to make more, which is fine. But it's just, like, hey, this is all I can do. It doesn't matter what I do. You're going to be capped. So that's when teachers have to do stuff like summer school or Saturday school or get a second job or whatever, or do something like this, because I truly believe there are people that are meant to be in the classroom and they're passionate about it. I truly believe that. But it's nice to have some extra money like this. Like Lucy, I know is super passionate about her job. We were talking the other day and she's just sweet as can be, but this is a way for her to still have her passion in the classroom, but also make extra income so they're not strapped. So I love that. Get your time back, whatever that looks like for you. Me, it was, in this season, staying home with my babies and being able to be their main person that raises them. I do get help from some people, which is so nice, but I'm the one that's the majority there. And I love that. If it means to you, maybe you have 3 jobs, getting rid of one of your part-time jobs. Maybe you Uber, maybe you, do whatever eats favor. I'm like, whatever that thing is. Maybe you favor, maybe you do something online at night to make money. Maybe you tutor, maybe you do Saturday school and summer school as a teacher and you don't want to anymore. That's something that can cut those hours and say, hey, you know what? I'm making $300 in this other job. If I could cut that out, that would give me more time with my kids. So it can look like that for you. There's appreciation and recognition here, which that's awesome. Not a lot of places do people appreciate you in your workplace or recognize what you've done, which me as a person, I personally don't need that, but it does feel good when someone's like, hey, you're doing a great job. I really know that a lot of places, work there, people are so like numbers, 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 numbers. You're like, do you even see me as a person? And I will never forget whenever my cousin passed away and my boss at the time said, like, I was obviously upset about it. My boss at the time was like, so we'll see you tomorrow, right? And at that moment in time, I was like, are you kidding me? Like that to me showed me she does not care as Rachel as a person. She cares about like, are you doing your job? Are you this, so it feels good to be appreciated and people to, appreciate what you're doing. Okay. Personal development. That's probably one of the things I did not realize was going to come on Plexus that I really love. I am a personal development junkie now. If I am in the car, on the treadmill, walking around, exercising in my house, there is podcast playing a lot of the time. And when I look back from where I started 8 years ago to now, I am so proud. Like I didn't think I was a negative person back then, but whenever you are in an environment where I'm like kind of around like toxic-y, gossipy people, you don't realize how nice it is to be out of that for people that are growing, people that challenge you. I didn't really know what it meant. I think iron sharpens iron until I got into Plexus when people are like, hey, listen to this podcast. I think you'd really love it. Or, hey, I'm working on time management. Just so much that I'm like, I just didn't realize that was out there. So that's been really cool. And then the community, we have a really awesome community. These are some ladies in our local town. We were doing an event at our church that we go to in town, and we hosted Super Saturday, which is a big training that Plexus does. But these women in here, like I can look and there's a story for every single one of them, but also like I know her kid. This is my kid's Mother's Day out teacher. This is one of my friends. This is, I just know so many people's stories in here. So it's cool to have such a great group of women who truly are like, I'm never worried about leaving the room and them talking about me ever. And that's so nice because I feel like that was not the case in my old job. So what are you saying yes to? You're joining one of the top teams in Plexus. And I'm just showing you that to show like, y'all, if you want to make money with this, we can help you. We're not people who are going to just leave you to dry. We are people who are going to help you see your goal, whatever that is, whether you want to get your products paid for, or you're like, you know what, I would like to make $5,000 a month. We can help you with that. And we have systems for sharing customer care, growing your paycheck. So we have systems for everything. You don't have to figure it out. We have post ideas, script ideas, events to plug you into. We host all this stuff for you, and we're very reliable. So we're never going to say we're doing something and not do it. Like, it's going to happen. We have a maintained customer support page for you to plug your people into, where we do a lots of information, giveaways, just fun stuff, events like this. Like I said, product information. It's very active. So you have a community to plug your people in. And guys, no matter how good the products are, people stay for the community, because so many people are lacking that in their lives. And our community, maybe a little partial, but is one of the best. We have a more about Plexus page. Basically, that's a page that has like stories upon stories upon stories of what Plexus has or has helped with. And what I love about that is you can go in that page and say, oh, PCOS, does Plexus help with that? Type PCOS, and it'll pull up all these stories and information about what products to take, stories you can send people, things like that. Just great encouragement. Faith-filled community. I love that. When people all have the same morals and are rowing in the boat one way, same vision, then it's just a really beautiful feeling. And then fun, all about the fun. We get to go on trips. We get to do a bunch of fun stuff together. We're doing a Galentine's if you're local to Bryan College Station, and we include everyone. It's not just, hey, you're working the business, you can come. It's like, hey, you've ordered Plexus one time in 2017. Come on. So we are doing a fun Galentine's thing at the end of this month. I do sourdough stuff. We do a bunch of get-togethers, so it's just really fun. Okay, I'm going a little bit late, y'all. Sorry, I'm trying to be 30 minutes or less. But imagine your life, guys, if you didn't live paycheck to paycheck. What if you could save more than possible? What if you could give more than you ever thought? What if you had zero credit card debt? When you got paid, your whole check didn't have to go to pay your credit card. How good would that feel, that you actually got to keep your money? What if you had more time to do what you truly wanted? What if you could follow a dream that you planted in your heart, but you're like, nah, God, I can't do that. Like, nah, I can't do that. What if you could? What if you could? Or what if this is a prayer that you didn't even know you prayed? Or what if this is the answer that you did pray for, that you've been waiting on, but it's a little unconventional, so you weren't sure? Just some things to think about. And I just included some pictures of me along the journey and my little fam over there on the left. And just some pictures, like, I'm just happy now. Like, you can tell in this picture, like, my life is so simple. Most of the time, my kids are, in a diaper or whatever in the backyard playing barefoot. But I just am so happy now because of this gift that God has given me with Plexus, the time that He's given me to be able to create memories with my kids. It's just so nice. So it doesn't have to be something where, sometimes people think in network marketing, like, the hot blondes on the stage and that's it. Like, that's not who's successful in this business. It truly is anyone that has grit and drive, and honestly just has vision for what they want. So where to go from here? I've already passed my time, so I'm just gonna go through this real quick. There's huge potential here. You have a referral link when you order a product. So the place to go would be to, if you don't have your products yet, get with the person that invited you. They can recommend products based on your health goals. We do have sales on that. So right now that are going through the end of the month, which is ending in a few days. And then once you get your referral link, if you help one person, you get about $50, which pays for about a third of your product for the month. So that's great. If you help just 3 people, guys, mom, sister, teacher, I don't know, 2 best friends and your cousin, whatever, you can get $340. That's over $100 per person. And the way Plexus is able to pay so well is because we're a debt-free company. So just like I said, how nice would it be to get a paycheck and not use it all on bills? That's why Plexus is able to pay us so well, because all their money comes in as profit. So they like disperse it where it needs to go. Not all of it, they have to pay for regular stuff, but they're not paying debt, which that's why they're able to pay us so much. Help 6 this month. You can get almost $1,000. And y'all, I've seen people have 6 people order from them in one day. So don't count yourself out because it's almost in the month. But also, guys, this goes on, like, you have time. It's not like the race is ending at the end of the month. You can start whenever you feel comfortable. And then I'm going to flip it real quick to Morrison. Thank you guys so much for coming on. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you, Lucy and Jane, for sharing. I so enjoyed y'all stories. And then Marissa's going to pop on real quick and do the spin the wheel for the grocery prize. But guys, just take some time tonight. Don't talk yourself out of it before you even get going, and just allow yourself to dream and think, what if? Like, what if I did do this? And here's the deal, and here's the deal. What's the worst that happened? You landed right back where you are. You obviously got on this call for a reason and you were curious. So explore that curiosity a little bit and ask some questions and be curious. Like, why did I get on this call? What could this potentially do for me? And just allow yourself to dream a little. So, Marissa, I'm going to flip it over to you, my friend. Where's she at?
Thank you. That was right here.
There
You
she is.
get see me. Yeah.
Yes, the
That was amazing. Loved. I love all the stories all the time, and I'm so grateful to be a part of this team. Yeah, we have the best team. So if you
Hey, just
haven't
FYI, you have
started,
2 minutes. You have 2 minutes
Okay.
and it's going to end.
okay, all right, let me do the wheel. And okay, it's spinning. Hopefully, the people that win, the person that win, doesn't leave the call. Samantha. Okay. Whoever Samantha is, get with your person, Samantha, so they can get with me. And then
Okay, there's only
hopefully
one
she's
Samantha.
okay. All right, Samantha, you won the $100 Visa gift card. And y'all, if you have not started with Plexus and you need these products, get with the person that invited you. We have a promo code for you. If you order tonight, we have a promo code for you to save. But that ends tonight. Okay. So thank y'all. I think that's it. That's all I got.
Thank you
Samantha,
guys
get
so
with
much
me.
for hopping on. These are every Sunday if you want to come to the next one. Good night, guys.